You know, I'm kind of vibing right now, but yo, how y'all doing? Welcome everybody, welcome everybody, welcome everybody, welcome everybody to Great Health. This is me, Sean. To have you here. We're actually gonna continue. We're gonna be continuing today. Upgrading our dear bunny tonight. Today. Now I am actually recording this a little bit in advance, mostly so I can sleep today, like for the next couple of days. But yeah, no. So turns out I actually do have work on Friday. Not unexpected. I do decent work, so my boss was like, "Hey, kind of want you on Friday." So, yeah, I'm gonna be there on Friday, basically. So, that's kind of that. But setting that aside, yeah, I'm about to go whatchamacallit, and just finish this up, right? So we actually have a couple things left. We still have to do this one more time, and then another 3 times. I think actually 4 times. So let's continue this. We're gonna be finishing up this soon anyway, but I think I've been working on this. I think. Okay, let me see. We can also upgrade our skills because I think that's what I've been doing a little bit here and there. Maybe this one needs more upgrades than anything else. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I've been decently busy, but like nothing crazy. Just You know what I've noticed, by the way, because like and not so much in like the costly stuff and things. I've just been noticing, like, more than anything, how do I put it, right? The more I play games, the less the more annoyed I get, right? And what annoys am I talking about? This the correct one? I think so. Yes. But yeah, no, I've been getting more annoyed, like, over time with certain games to kind of just pass by. Not so much in, like, the time endeavor on it, but, like, dude, I cannot find it in me to just play some games on my computer anymore. It's, like, beyond irritating me. No, what do I mean by that? So, So the more I play games, right, the more I keep finding out, right. The more I keep finding out, like, there is something that just obviously will annoy somebody if they're trying to play like a smooth, like gameplay like this, right? If you're trying to play a game that's kind of like fast paced, right? What ends up happening? I think I need to upgrade her in a bit. Come on. Alright. I'm kind of looking at it a little distracted, but, I mean, good shit. Come on. That should be it. No, but actually, let me finish up my thoughts, because I'm gonna get distracted as hell, but, yeah, I've been finding it annoying every single time I play games in competitive, or just, like, if I'm fighting it as a player, I'm finding it extremely annoying that I have a moment, right, where my game would kind of have, like, a lag, just have a lag, and I would just get diffed, and I'm like, dude, I'm getting annoyed, because there's also, like, the visual side, right? So on my end of things, and I do display that here and there, but it's so much annoyance with me getting, like, essentially, like how do I put it, right? So there's, like, certain amount of inputs, right? That if your computer isn't fast enough to take them, there is not a thing I can do. There is not a thing I can do. My keyboard is fine. I probably should get maybe like a plugin at some point, because it would be technically faster kind of input, but the problem isn't so much if my thing is wireless, because the delay is fine. It's not so much if wrong, because I have it plugged in directly, right? The problem ends up being, okay, so I have this connected to this thing, but I don't have it, but my computer isn't fast, or isn't, like, not efficient, but isn't good enough to, like, take those inputs, put them to work, and then make you win. Now, I am pretty decent at and I'm talking about Marvel Rivals here, of course, because, of course, the addict of Marvel Rivals, would of course be talking about it. But more than anything, right, so I play that game, and I'm having issues with that. And I'm playing this, and I'm like, dude, I really wish I could just kind of have, like, that kind of, like, because my reaction time is pretty decent. Like, at least when it comes to games, right? Every other thing is just very hard to focus. But it's kind of just, it's been bad. Not only that, by the way, if you guys want to hear about something, like, dude, today, I logged in, and I had a thrower. Now, how do I know how to throw her? Let me put it like this, right? I had a person fall off the map consecutively, like 3 different times. No, come on. I'm on. Pop this one, pop this one. Alright, come on. We're gonna pop this one, and then what we're gonna do... I know you're stunned, dude. I just need it dead. Jesus Christ, dude. Come on. And do this another 3 more times, but... Yeah, no. I think it's I've had that realization, but oh man, and actually I'm really happy, dude. I'm really happy. Now, what am I happy about, right? So I've been hearing more and more tech news in just kind of like the computer side of things, or not computer side of things, but in the hardware space. I have to lower this a little bit because I can't hear I can't not hear my own thoughts. I've been hearing more and more that, and me personally, I love the quality and I love the stuff on like Samsung devices. But the problem, if we're 100% being honest, right? Samsung has like a bad tendency of being involved with with whatchamacallit, with essentially, right? A lot of controversies, just straight up a lot of controversies that have to do with like whatchamacallit, just essentially monopolies and all that shenanigans. More particularly with corruption in like the side of things where when people are just kind of like, I guess I don't know how dude. I feel like such a dumbass when it comes to like just kind of putting my words into stuff. Mostly because I hear about it and I'm like, okay, we've talked about this a little bit, but man, I'm kind of hella distracted, but I mean, it happens. Not the whole like manipulation of markets. I think is what I was trying to get at, but like being distracted while talking about something, it just happens, man. I think that's what we're getting them at. I think it's gonna take me however long it takes. But yeah, in other words, right? So I think Micron, Samsung, and like HK Hynix are getting essentially not I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I don't know. I think they're getting like they're not getting checked, but they're getting like sued. I think is what it is for collusion, right? For breaking antitrust laws, right? Because they're essentially colluding in like price fixing. I think is what I want to say. All right, let's see if this finishes it off. All right, that's it. But yeah, I've been really happy because I'm hearing those kinds of news. Now, I don't know if it'll actually do anything because the problem is, from the looks of things, right? This is one of those things where they do this, right? So, oh, we're gonna have this happen, guys, right? We're gonna make this entire thing like, oh, looks actually looks so sick. Actually, shit. What's the back of that look like? I'm kind of met on that one. I'll take that one. That one. That one. That one. And then this one as well. Alright. I was waiting for a drop as well. I completely forgot about it, but let's see, let's do it again. I think I need to do 7, so 2 more times, I think. Let's do it again. You know, it cost me stamina. Come on, like I know. God, I'm so out of it right now. Dude, I just kind of like have like not a headache, but like a. I'm kind of like waking up, and I feel like kind of like, ugh, like gross and like. I think I'm very very like nauseous. All right, it's finally loaded up. Alright, I do you know, actually, yeah, hold on. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna finish this up, right? And I think I want to talk a little bit more, because just period, right? Now, why do I want to talk a little bit more? And to be honest, I just kind of want to talk about just like the current, like, again, harbor situation and just everything. Because I am finding it a little bit, like, annoying on some like, for some of my, for some of my, not computer stuff, but like, I'm finding a couple of things annoying, and kind of like the harbor side of things, like, extremely annoying. Pop that one. Alright, that should be good enough on that part. But yeah, I just want to sit down and talk. I'd like, because again, here I am doing this stuff early, right? Now let's see if this finishes it off. Now we'll do it one more time, but I think I'm pretty, like, how to describe this? It's I'm tired, man. I'm just mentally tired. Not of games, just what am I tired of, actually? I'm sick of fucking having shitty hardware, man. I'm sick of my fucking shitty computer. You know what? I'll be real. That's what it is. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick that, like, I had, like, components were like $200, right? We talked about this already. But it genuinely is still baffling to me that they allowed this to happen, man. Now, again, my phone's fine. My phone is not fine. Now, I'm still in the department of, like, okay, why aren't people able to play these games? And the answer is because developers don't actually have to encourage this from happening, but what's happening are not encouraged to do this, right? And I'm not talking about us. We're talking about the people that give them money, right, to make stuff, right? Whether it be Genshin Impact, whether it be Honkai Star Rail, Senless Zone Zero, whether it be Wuthering Waves even. All those games are kind of what I consider the Zelda Breathification, Zelda Breath of the Wildification of gaming, right? It just essentially costs. I guess it is kind of the ARPG exploring kind of thing, right? I wouldn't call them story slop. I would just call them the Zelda Breathification of gaming, right? Or even Genshification, because that's kind of that's kind of where the beginning started, right? There were no games like it in the beginning, right? It's been kind of dumb. I cannot believe this takes me 20 minutes to fight like a couple bosses. Dude, stop taking the damage, Jesus Christ! Alright, that's kind of on that one, but yeah, I think I'll be talking a bit like 5 more minutes, because otherwise it's gonna go on for like fucking eons. Especially with my yapping, right? I get distracted, I talk about nothing basically, and then I end up just making this video unnecessarily long, right? Now again, this is one of those things where I'm like, dude, it does kind of kill my brain cells to just kind of have to fight these bosses like a lot, like for like 2 minutes on some shit, dude. I have to fight him like how many times? It was like a good amount actually. Confirm, I guess. I'm finally gonna finish up this one, so we're gonna unlock her talent. I think that not endless, but actually it is endless. We finally unlocked all her core. This bitch is maxed. Well, as maxed as one can be. I think next step what we need to work is on her equipment. So I don't know if I'm gonna have that for next week or not, but we're gonna leave it on that in there for a minute. But yeah, to just kind of sit down and talk for a little bit, right? I am so sick. I'm so sick of it, man. Like I just feel I'm just so tired of it. I'm tired of having moments where I'm like, dude, I know I can do better if I just had the fucking like essentially a tool for it, right? Now, in recording games, I do need to kind of have better editing, but this kind of comes along with the territory with like, hey, I'm recording like pretty big files that in order for me to edit, I need like a decent editing program. I have been looking into DaVinci Resolve. I have the tab open right now actually. But the problem is, in order for me to actually be able to run that, I do think I need a bit more powerful laptop, and it's mostly so I don't take like tons of time because like I'm like a very like I'm optimized person. Like if if I can't do it optimally, I will drag it down and I will never want to do it again or never want to do it. That's kind of the problem, right? Like if I'm doing something and again unless I'm getting like paid for it, right? That's kind of one of those things like that. If I can't figure it out normally, I don't want to do it. Like it's a efficiency mindset for me. Is like okay, I don't want to do it if it's like this much of a pain in the ass for me to do it. So what the fuck is this bloom fucking like Jesus? Didn't I not lower the bloom on this? That was so goddamn bright, though.
I'm here. Need a hand?
Yeah, see, that looks better. Holy shit, dude. I did not realize I had bloom on. God damn. Dude, that was so goddamn bright on my chin. I'm like, Jesus, guys, are y'all okay? You any eyeballs here? Yep, I said, yep, I think I'm blinding my viewers. Yep. Well, tough on that one. But yeah, no, I think what I want to do, right? I'm trying to think of what to say. I think what I want to do, right? Or what I would like to just happen, man. Because we're so close, dude. We're generally so close, right? To just being able to just buy it. Like the, Not the standings. Because the problem is that I've been trying to like lower down on buying kind of what I consider just bullshit sometimes. But sometimes I'm like, dude, I genuinely could not be asked to buy something if it's really still that expensive. Because I see the prices. I'm not stupid, right? And like I'm like I'd rather buy stupid shit than buy these stupid prices, dude. Because at least they're more reasonable, right? Which is fucking stupid to say, but like, oh my god, that's actually been dropping pretty significantly. Oh my god, dude, there is no way. I still wanted to buy the pro version of that, but if I have to buy the Evo, I'll take that one over the fucking pro. But yeah, no, I've been looking at pricing on like SSDs and all that junk shit, and like the Evo one's kind of dropping enough for me to start looking at it, but still not enough because like the pricing is still way too high even at $300, and not without reason, right? Like, oh hey, this thing's expensive. Would you want to buy it? I'm like, no, I still don't. Why do I not want to buy it? Thing money high, money expensive. Me no want to buy. Because I've seen the pricing. I've seen the history on it, and I'm like, I know this can get cheaper. This was cheaper for, like, the longest time. I just didn't have the money for it. And then I'm like, okay, I started working. I'm like, okay, I'm just fucking stupid, and I should have started working a little bit earlier so I could buy the main components that are just, expensive kind of thing, right? Now, I did buy, like, a bunch of them. I did save myself, like, $300. But at this point, I just have them like piled up on the corner of my fucking on behind me. They're piled up in the corner. I'm missing 2 fucking components, which is fucking stupid. And my brother told me, and we talked, dude. I keep yapping about this, but my brother told me, hey, you should probably just buy it. I'm like, dude, I can't buy it. I don't have the money for it. It's fucking two grand on 2 fucking items. Like, I listened to that number and I'm like, dude, that doesn't even include fucking taxes either, dude. It's just that fucking expensive. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And it's actually so bad, by the way, because I did actually hear this. GPU prices on the next generation of GPUs. So what Nvidia wants to call the GPU, like the 50 series Super. That shit is so goddamn expensive comparatively. So if we're talking about RAM, right? So everything has RAM on it, pretty much at this point, right? GPUs have a certain amount of VRAM. That's GDDR6 memory, typically. For NVIDIA, it's GDDR7 and some shit. But more than anything, right? So, what I want to talk about is that apparently the price on RAM per gigabyte was, like, just on the fucking memory, right? It was $10 per gigabyte. So if you had, like, a 20 gigabyte card, that was, like, a $200 just over there. That used to be the old price, from what I heard. Now, this is fucking stupid, man. It's $70 per gigabyte. Now, I don't know if that's the maximum. That's just what I heard. Now, if you're talking about, like, the same card I have on the same scale, right? 20 gigabytes of VRAM. That's $1,400 on fucking memory alone. Not mentioning the actual component itself, not mentioning the cooling, not mentioning the rest of the PCB, not mentioning all the junk that they're probably gonna upsell like to fucking oblivion, right? And Nvidia's probably gonna get a card that's 20 gigabytes. That's the same technically on paper, other than like the generational gap kind of thing of like RAM, right? That one is gonna come out as like if a 20 gigabyte card with like 50 series on Nvidia stuff, it's probably gonna be $1,400 plus an additional. I would honestly wouldn't be surprised to say so for an additional $2,000. So a 20 gigabyte super card, it's gonna be like $3,400. Now, as much of an enthusiast as I am, I think that's stupid expensive. If the card itself just costs you the same as your fucking machine. Now, it being expensive does not surprise me because it's a DPU or whatever. That's the shenanigans. That's the bullshit we made up to fucking make ourselves feel better. Like, hey, this is an expensive component. Maybe you should like, maybe buy it later because that's just kind of how it is. But in all honesty, every fucking GPU to this day has always been expensive to the majority of consumers, right? If this thing has a GPU on it, like most people don't understand what the fuck it does. Most people don't give a shit what it does. It's like number big. Why would I want this, right? If I don't need it, I just could just inboard graphics on my fucking CPU. And the reasoning is fair. That's it. It's fair. There's nothing else. There's no caveat. It's a fair statement. There is nothing wrong with that statement. Why the fuck would I need inboard graphics if I'm only gonna fucking watch YouTube or if I'm gonna be fucking working on an essay? Why the fuck would I need this? And the answer is pretty simple. You don't. For the people that want to play games, that want to enjoy themselves, have now to put down literal hundreds and if not thousands of dollars to be able to play these games. That is kind of the true cost of framing games to a certain degree, right? The true cost is your computer setup must be worth at least 20 to 30 times the fucking game. And when people will complain that, hey, I don't want to pay for a fucking game that's ass, people will then say, well, you fucking pay, because the problem is, if you like games, like take for example, whether it be Ark Survival Ascended, whether it be any other game, I can't really think of like any like Marvel Rivals, Wuthering Waves. If you don't want to, and assuming like let's say in the case for Wuthering Waves from Marvel Worlds that actually costed money, right, to play it, why would I want to spend money on a game I can't even play? Right? I already have the upfront cost is already $60 for me to even attempt to open the game. Even if I do open it, what makes you say it's gonna run on my shitty setup, right? What makes you say that? And the answer is, well, you can't. Like Cyberpunk 2077, right? That being as a shit show as it was, it still came out decently well, but it still kind of runs like ass, in my opinion. Now, I could probably run it on once I get my PC up and running, it'll probably run decently 60 FPS, at least, I hope. Not that I'll buy it yet, at the moment, because I'm not super interested on that one, but more than anything, even assuming on that one, right? I think it's fucked. I just think the entire because again the old days of, hey, this is a free game, the only thing it'll cost is your time and your time and energy, literally, like time and charging your phone, right? Those days are dead. Those are gone. We have games like Dokkan, we have games like Dragon Ball Legends, we have games like Brave Frontier, we have games like Bleach Brave Souls. We have those classics still kind of around here and there. But the quality games, the ones that don't make you grind your ass out for 30 fucking billion years, have been dead. And even if they didn't make you grind, they still had to pay some money to get the characters you wanted, because Gacha was always involved. There's none of the Apex Legends, none of the fucking Overwatch still, and not only Overwatch right now is even worse. Because the more I watch it, right, I would rather play more Rivals in like a shitty quality than Overwatch, and I have 1,000 hours in Overwatch. Actually, just straight up 1,000 hours, 1,000.3. It's kind of funny. I'd rather not. The reasoning for it, it runs okay, but in order to fucking get into the game, it runs like ass every fucking time I load in. Now there's actually a place that you could actually like because apparently the problem is like the game's not loading your shaders correctly before you start a match, and that's what happens. Because it essentially I don't know why fucking like Overwatch does not automatically load your shaders in. Because that's what causes the game to lag. It just doesn't load shaders. You kind of load shaders as you go, kind of thing, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. But I think we're gonna leave it there. Thank you guys for joining me for this one. I'll be working on the next videos. I don't know if the next couple hours or not. It's still Tuesday, so if you're not aware, I'm actually recording this on Tuesday. I think I mentioned it, but yeah, that's kind of it. I think what I also want to kind of get done with this week so far. So I can maybe start working on next week as well, or actually not. I don't think I can work on next week. I think more than anything, what I'd like to do, right, is I'd like to be able to continue story quests. I'd like to continue like Wuthering Waves story quests, but like it's really hard. It's like genuinely really hard to kind of get like just the drive to fucking play it, because I'm like, that one took me like 6 hours last time. I fucking spent like 10 hours just one fucking day. I was like, oh my god, my fucking brain cell's dead. But we'll leave it there. Thank you guys for joining me for Upgrade Hell Thursday. I don't want to yap too much because it kind of comes out to being nothing. I would like to just stream, to be honest with y'all, like just straight up stream. But I'm also kind of picky on that stuff because it's just kind of hard for me. But setting aside whether you pity the streamer or not, or the fucking YouTuber, it doesn't matter. Thank you guys for joining me. If whoever joined me, thank you guys for joining me. I don't know if there's anything upcoming. I generally don't know if there's anything upcoming. I know we have the second anniversary of not what, but like a Zenless coming up, and I'm not sure if it's in yet or not. It just doesn't feel like it's an anniversary time yet because I haven't gotten a free unit yet. There was a free unit previously, and I can still go access it, but that's kind of it. Other than that, like, nothing else, but we'll leave it there. Thank you for joining me. Have a good one. Stay solid, and bye-bye.